What's up, guys? K-Dog's Kennel coming at ya with some more LA Noire. And in the last episode, we got the game jump started, and in this episode, we are going to be doing the last tutorial case, but it's the first case that has like interrogations and stuff like that. So I wanted to kind of give this case its own episode, and it's called Buyer Beware. So here we go.
For every cop, there's the case that makes you. Gives you that leg up. Gets you recognized as the shining new star in the squad. The case that you solve that shows that you have the gumption, the gung-ho, the get up and go to make you stand out from your average rank-and-file patrolman. This could be the one, Cole.
LAPD, could you stand clear of the body, please? Has anyone called an ambulance?
We've called an ambulance and the police, but I'm afraid he's dead.
Okay, stand further back and move along. It's your choice, but make it quick, people.
Hey, Cole. You got here quick.
My beat crosses 7th Street.
Okay. You're first reporting then. We'll get a perimeter going and move the crowd on. You better see what you can find out before the homicide dicks show up. I'll be with you in a moment.
All right, so
Everybody stay back.
in LA Noire, all about collecting evidence.
Broad daylight, crowded street.
So obviously, we have a body. Examine the victim's head and arms, which sometimes there'll be distinctive marks on their face, neck, head. You just want to examine the victim. Let's see what we got here. Layaway voucher.
C. Galetta. Layaway receipt. Pearl earrings. Made out to Bank of Arcadia.
Right, we got something shiny over here.
All right. Yes, it's a dead person.
Bullet casings.
Shell casings. These look like 32s.
And I don't know if, but if you come here to the trash can, you will see a gun right on top of the can.
FN Browning. Serial number 01138. Might need to run it by a gun store.
Eagleson's gun store's a couple blocks from here.
Alright, so let's go into Nunbush and speak to our witness, and then we will get a tutorial about interrogations, because we're going to be doing a shit ton of them in this game.
I'm Officer Phelps, miss. I'm here about the shooting. Did you know the victim?
He was my boss, Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage's first name.
Everett
And you are?
Galleta.
Don't you people have anything better to do?
Interviews are conducted using the notebook. Witness details are entered on the left, which that's kind of irrelevant. I mean, like, who, no. And then questions will be listed on the right. Use the right stick. You can observe the suspect. She's a little nervous. You can tell she keeps looking away and whatnot. But anyway, eyewitness account. Here we go.
You think you could tell me exactly what happened, miss?
I look around the shops at lunch. I was in a store when Mr. Gage, my boss, bursts in yelling that I'm late on my lunch.
And?
We came back.
Observe the witness closely as they make their statement. You will need to judge whether they are or not they're telling the truth.
I heard shots. I turned and saw Mr. Gage fall.
If you think that the witness is lying and you have proof, choose accuse, or in the PS3 version, it's lie. To accuse a witness, we do have, now, the key thing with these interrogations, you want to look at, like, number one, their body language, like how she's looking away, she's not even looking at us, she's rolling her eyes, things like that. Those are tells that she's either lying or that she's lying. Which good cop is truth, bad cop is doubt, accuse is obviously lie. In the case, the game is telling us that we need to accuse her because she's flat out lying.
You're lying, Miss Coletta. You know what happened and why. You're going to tell me.
There's nothing to tell. I've done nothing wrong. How can you prove different?
So select the evidence from your notebook that proves your accusation, and in this case, it tells you flat out, select layaway voucher as evidence.
Your pearl earrings, Miss Coletta. You've been paying for them for a whole year. Stop lying and tell me what happened at the jewelry store.
Oh, God. I won't lose the earrings, will I?
You could lose your freedom, you little fool, if you don't stop obstructing a murder investigation.
Mr. Kalu. Edgar Kalu. He runs the jewelry store. He's showing me a lovely watch. Mr. Gage bursts in. Mr. Kalu gets very angry with Mr. Gage, and they start yelling at each other. Mr. Gage tells me that all of the things in the store are junk, nickel-plated, made in Japan, and yells at me to get back to work.
Then what happened?
We get back here, and I hear a loud bang. Mr. Gage clutches at his back. I hear another bang, and another, and another. Mr. Gage falls to his knees. It looked very painful.
All right, possible murder suspect.
Which jewelry store?
Hartfield's. Broadway, between 5th and 6th.
Did you see the person who shot Mr. Gage?
Of course I did. Mr. Kalu looked very angry. He kept firing the gun. He kept pulling the trigger. He threw the gun in a bin and turned and walked away.
Think the witness is lying, but you lack proof, choose bad cop. Press square to act as a bad cop.
You're making me angry, Miss Coletta. Is that what you want? Tell me why Mr. Kalu shot Mr. Gage.
Mr. Gage hates Jews. A lot of people do. It's not my fault if he has nice things.
Details of the shooting.
How many shots did you hear, Miss Coletta?
It's difficult to remember. It sounded like there were so many, and they were so loud.
If you think the witness is sincere, then choose good cop. Press X to act as a good cop.
I need you to concentrate, Miss Coletta. Even minor details can become important later on.
Well, there was one bang, and then another, and then 3 very quickly, close together. 5.
Thank you for your help, ma'am. You've been very brave. We'll need you to make a formal statement about what happened to Mr. Gage.
Does that mean I can still collect my... Never mind. Yes, officer, I'll make a statement.
All right. Now, we can go directly to the jewelry store, but we do have the option to go to the gun store.
And the murderer. The girl saw it all. Our killer works at a jewelry store called Hartfield's.
That's a couple of blocks from here.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Tate, maintain the perimeter.
Alright, so we need to go to, no, you're gonna drive, buddy.
You can drive.
Let's go to Eagleson's gun store first, just to confirm the witness and the fact that, Mr. Kalu was the murderer. Okay, come on in, sir.
Officers, what can I do you for?
Officers Phelps and Dunn, sir, Wilshire Division. We need you to trace a serial number.
Sure. What's the make and model?
FN Browning, model 1922. The serial number is 01138.
You don't say. Well, I didn't sell it. Europeans love them, but it's pretty rare you find one over here. Although I did have one in here a couple of weeks back.
Remember the owner?
Yeah. Kalu. Edgar Kalu was his name. Thing looked like he'd never been fired, but he brought it in here for cleaning anyway. Then he bought a box of cartridges and he left.
Do you know where we can find Mr. Kalu?
Told me he was on his lunch break. Said he worked at Hartfield, jewelry store just up on Broadway.
Thanks for your help.
All right, so yeah, everything kind of points to this guy.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
So let's go to Hartfield's and put the squeeze on Mr. Kalu. Hartfield's Jewelry Store, 2:36 p.m. on a Wednesday. I don't know. Doesn't say the day, but question Edgar Kalu.
Can I interest you in a new watch?
Officer Cole Phelps. Are you Edgar Kalu?
No. Mr. Kalu is out back. He said he'd lie down. I'll buzz him for you.
Nope.
Son of a bitch! Go, Cole!
That's Edgar Kalu. Big shock. And we get to chase him.
Kalu! Get back here!
I can't decide between the tuna fish and the chicken.
Shit, not gonna be able to do that. In my way, people.
Get me out of here.
Really?
Too late, Kalu!
People getting in the way. You can actually stop a fleeing suspect with a warning shot, which is actually kind of cool. There he is. Sit down.
Stop or I will shoot!
Doing that as a detective will actually get us a trophy.
You're under arrest for the murder of Everett Gage.
The case that makes you, and the case that breaks you. The one you never solve. The one that keeps you awake at night. The case that gnaws at your guts and ruins your marriage. The case that keeps you propping up a bar as you relive the what-ifs, the might-have-beens, the half-leads, and the half-truths. The case that other cops murmur about whenever you walk past. The case you never, ever discuss.
God's mill may grind slowly, but it grinds finely, son. I hear it's you who nabbed our malefactor from the shooting yesterday.
Yes, sir.
Then tell me, Boyle, I hear you're quite the climber, a man of initiative. How would you like a chance at smiting this man with the sword of justice?
You're asking me to conduct the interview, sir?
I am, young Phelps. You've only been with us a short time, and you've assembled yourself a stellar arrest record. Not to mention the fine work you did in the war, sending heathens back to the hell they came from. But I'm curious as to whether you can turn your hand to interrogation. Takes a certain animal cunning, lad. Do you think you might be ready for that?
Yes, sir. I think I am.
Good man. You need many things for a conviction, young Phelps. A motive, opportunity, hard evidence, and best of all, a confession. If you fail in the former, you can always use a modicum of violence to obtain the latter. How are you feeling, lad?
Fine, sir.
Very good. The evidence is overwhelming. May the cat eat him and the cat be eaten by the devil. Bring me a confession, young Phelps. This is your chance. Don't fail me.
Has my lawyer arrived yet? I want to see my lawyer.
A lawyer can't help you, Mr. Kalu. You shot a man dead in cold blood. You're going to have to pay for that.
All right, so this is actually our first interview that we have to do by ourselves. There's no, the game's going to tell you what to select, but simply follow my lead, guys, and you guys will get the confession. So here we go. Argument with Gage.
You followed Everett Gage and the girl back to the shoe store. You put 5 rounds in Gage's back.
Gage was a bastard. Whatever he got what was coming. But it had nothing to do with me.
As you notice how he's looking, his eyes are moving. No, this guy's flat out lying.
You shot Gage, and we know why. We can put you at the scene.
You can't prove anything.
All right, now for this one, he was actually identified. Actually, he was identified twice by the witness and also the fact that his weapon was service. We're going to go with suspect possibly identified.
We know all about the argument. Miss Galetta made a statement.
You're counting on the girl? You think her testimony's going to stand up in court?
You're going to the gas chamber, Edgar.
That Jew-hating fuck couldn't leave me alone. I had a sale. That girl was ready to buy.
Possible religious motive.
Let's change the subject. You fasting for Yom Kippur, Mr. Kalu?
Yeah, let's change the subject, you going motherfucker. How about baseball?
You're not denying you're a Jew, Mr. Kalu.
This is America. It's not Germany. It's not a crime.
Some people don't like Jews, Mr. Kalu.
Yeah, and I guess you're one of them.
Gage hated Jews, didn't he, Mr. Kalu?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alright, now he's lying, but we don't have any proof that he's lying, so we're going to doubt him, or we're going to bad cop him.
You left-wing leaning parasite. You expect me to sit here and listen to your drivel?
You call me that? You sit there and you call me those names, you goddamn goy butt snatcher? You and that stup Gage!
Why did you do it, Mr. Kalu?
Gage. He's in the Chamber of Commerce. He's in with all those momsers. He blocked every proposal I ever put forward. Kike this and kike that. He's been trying to ruin my business for years.
Edgar Kalu, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Everett Gage. I respect your beliefs and your right to hold them. I hope for your sake the jury can commute to murder in the second degree. May God have mercy on you, sir.
What did it?
Masterfully done, Officer Phelps. It is just Officer Phelps, isn't it, lad?
Yes, sir.
Then let me have a word with the Chief of Police, young Phelps. The department needs heroes. A shining, honest face the public can admire. I applaud a man with your talent for unwavering justice. Back to your duties for now, boy. But here's a piece of advice. Get yourself 2 suits, get them pressed. You'll be needing them.
Police Academy trophy, there you have it. Complete all cases on the patrol desk. Patrol is complete. Your actions have earned you a promotion. Prepare for reassignment. We have now been promoted to detective. And our first case, without the training wheels, is going to happen in the next part, guys. Our second case. So, yeah. That being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. And we'll catch you guys in the next part. Take care.